Triangle is a psychological horror thriller film directed by Christopher Smith. I really enjoyed the 2006 movie Severance. He's a British director who does like mostly horror films. So this movie is the one he did a couple years after. It is about a woman who has a child with autism, and she's taking the day off and leaving him at school so she can go on a boating trip with some other people. There's like 6 of them total, I think. 3 couples. So she's on this boating trip. However, they get hit by a storm and they end up getting lost on an ocean liner, which is abandoned. And the food's there, and there's no one there though. So they think people are having a prank on them. However, the main woman ends up finding another version of herself trying to kill her, and she finds out she's in some sort of weird time loop. So she's trying, we sort of switch perspectives multiple times throughout the story. Every time it gets repetitive, like you're going to do like one of those time loop movies, it doesn't do that. It tries to like change it up and make it fresh, change the pattern, add a twist to the storyline. You have a lot of actors in this movie that are famous later, like Liam Hemsworth, Melissa George. It's very taut, it's violent, it's really poetic. The ending is pretty interesting. And mainly you're just sort of wondering where it's going to go. It's a really weird, it's very similar to Timecrimes. It definitely feels like it's copying Timecrimes because it came out 2 years after. But it's kind of like that movie in which there's like a sci-fi angle thrown in, a fantasy angle, a horror angle. So it's just sort of a mishmash of everything, but it's interesting to just check out. Definitely one of the more weirder films I've seen, but I really like the ending. So I definitely think it's worth checking out. It's worth your time. So I give Triangle a 6.5 out of 10.